Okay everyone, welcome back. We're going to do another faction overview video and take a guess who it's going to be. Right, it is going to be the Starks. That's right, we are not playing as them. This is just a quick overview of their units and their starting position, but there will be a Stark campaign coming. Don't you worry about that. Right. Weaknesses. Honor won't get you far in the Game of Thrones. Indeed it will not. Their honor and strength commands respect throughout the Seven Kingdoms. Most of their bannermen are extremely loyal. Boltons? Right, let's go and take a look at their units. Now I have turned the music off because at this point it is copyrighted. Now you will be able to command all of these unique characters in the game, in the mod. Right, we got Mage Mormont, we got Small John Umber. Now, is he the son or is he the father of Great John Umber? I can never get those two the right way. Here we have Clay Kerwin. I've just killed him in my Bolton campaign. R.I.P. Clay. Howland Reed. There's Eddard Stark. Now, did he get killed in episode 1 of Game of Thrones? Episode 1 of season 1. It's been a while since I watched that. But he wasn't in many episodes, was he? Wonder how much he got paid for that. There's Robert Glover of House Glover. He's got a unique unit or two. There's the Great John. There's Robb Stark. There's the Three-Eyed Raven. I hate him. Hallis Hornwood. He's got a unique archer unit. Wyman Manderley. He's got 3 units. 2 of them extremely good. And there's some character called Jon Snow. Don't really know much about him. Probably a minor relative. Right. Here's 2 of the 3 Manderley units. There he is, Wyman. Very powerful, dismounted and mounted knights. Now, in this version of the mod, you can actually retrain the house units outside of their houses. You can only recruit them from their specific house, but you can retrain them. They also have Manderley Spearmen, which I haven't seen much of. Right, there's the Glover Longbowmen. They can put down stakes. And there's a bunch of sellsword units. There's the Umbers. Where is he? Where's the Great John? Right, that's his unit. There's the Hornwood Hunters. They can also put down stakes. And there's the Cranachman, a javelin unit. One of there's only a couple of javelin units in the mod. I think there's a javelin unit from Dawn, maybe a mounted javelin unit, and maybe in, you know what, the Targaryens have a javelin unit, don't they? Unsullied, I think. But yeah, these ones come from Moat Cailin. Right. There's one of the best units in the game, Northern Levies. We've got some Bolton units, although the Boltons will betray us, will they not? Right, the Stark Knights. We can probably only get those from Winterfell to begin with, if at all. There's the Hedge Knights. I tried to get those in my Baratheon campaign, but they were very hard to get. You needed the upper level of some type of guild, sellsword guild, I think. You had to pay like 15k to get it. Ridiculous. Right. Stark Bowmen. Now we do have crossbowmen, which are effective against armor. And Northern Longbow. They can also put down stakes. Right. Dismounted head knights. Yeah. Right. Now, usually I'm a big fan of pikemen, but they are very weak in this. Very weak. Now, I expect that Starks will have to face a lot of cavalry, particularly from the Lannisters and Joffrey's faction. Yeah, so we might need them. Now, this is a very powerful unit in the game. Stark Greatswords. Now, this is another unit I do like. Northern Halberds. I'm a big fan of halberd units in any case. They can form spear wall. and reasonably priced, actually quite cheap at 500. Now in the actual campaign, I don't know how many turns it takes to recruit them. Some of these have 2 turns to recruit, even for a spearman unit. Pretty sure they take 2 turns. So we might end up using quite a few of those because they can form the spear wall. You can form a spear wall, but you only have 4 defense. They've got 7, so that's much better. You're actually more expensive, but not as good. They've got more men, 150, but it's a total of 6 points, and they've got 11. So I think we'd probably end up with more of those. Stark Spearmen, right. So we are supposed to actually take out the Lannisters and Joffrey's faction, but interestingly enough, the Starks have 2 victory conditions if they decide to claim the kingship. So we will go back and then we can go onto the campaign map. Actually, if we go back, no, we'll enter it and then we'll turn the music on. Right, so there's a lot to read, or quite a bit to read, so you can go and read through that during leisure, because why not? Get a little background. Right, now I've never loaded up a Stark campaign in this version, so I don't know what we'll expect. Now the Starks, like the Bolton campaign that I'm doing at the moment, have a split kingdom, empire, fiefdom. Right. Nope, he's been sentenced to death. Right, no mercy. Noble House of Stark. Yes, we can claim the kingship. Now, I can put on the music. Right. Have a banquet. No thanks. Right. Quick control in. Make that disappear. Right. So let me show you our 2 victory conditions. Click on the construction tab. Click on the advisor, and here it is. We get 2 regular victory conditions, 25 regions, outlive House Lannister and Baratheon, so we actually don't have to be the ones to wipe them out, just as long as they get wiped out and we're still standing. Make sure that no other faction controls any settlement in the north. Right, very important. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the north, it is comprised by the following settlements listed here. Everything north of Moat Cailin. In fact, we can't show you Moat Cailin because it's hidden, but it's right there. Right there. That's where you get your Cranach men javelin unit from. Right, so that's all the regions in the north. You have to control all of them in order to achieve victory. Right, but we can claim the kingship. Take control over at least 30 regions and outlive Lannister and Baratheons and House Bolton, because Bolton will have to betray you. Right. Also, make sure that House Tully remains allied to you. Interesting. Right, so at the end we've got to be controlling all those regions up here. We're likely to lose some because the Greyjoys are up here and they get scripted reinforcements, and the Boltons are out here. Alright, now like I said, we have a split up section. Most of our actual forces are in the south, supporting our allies, the Tullys. So we only have the one region here, Pink Maiden. So we're going to have to build that up, and we're not going to be able to get recruits from the north or reinforcements. And at least until we take Moat Cailin, you cannot pass either side of Moat Cailin, so we'd have to capture it, or build up White Harbour and get some ships, and then try sailing all the way around. Right, so if we did decide to try and take out Lannisters, they're all over here. You can see the red border. Lannisport and Castle Rock are about there. And to take out Joffrey, we could do it. Now we can see what's going on over here because we have a spy. Some little girl named Arya.
Another word about killing my brother and I'll cut your throat.
Yes, rather a mean little girl, quite violent. Definitely not very ladylike. In the mod, spies are called Outriders, so we can see what's over here. There's King's Landing. Right. And, oh, Sansa is also over there, but
you haven't fed them in 7 days, you said it yourself.
she's actually a diplomat, isn't she? Stark lady. Well, princess. Acting as a diplomat. Right. So, yeah. That's the thing. We don't have too many forces in the north. Probably combined, all of the troops in the north would equal maybe 1.5 stacks. And we've got a lot to defend, and we initially started war with the Greyjoys. Do we not? Let me check. Enemies: Greyjoys, Lannisters, House Targaryen. So we don't actually start out at war with Joffrey, funnily enough. He's neutral. Now we are allied to the Boltons, or they are allied to us, but they will backstab us. And there's the Tullys, and we've got to keep them on our side until the end of the campaign, and also the Night's Watch, but usually end up losing them. They don't last very long. So yeah, you have to decide where to prioritise. I mean, it does say outlive the Lannisters, but basically the Lannisters are going to be coming for you over here, so you might as well go for them. And as far as Joffrey goes, he's going to have to deal with all of the well, the 2 other Baratheon factions, the one down here and the one up here, and he's going to get invaded by the Targaryens. So, and he's also at war with House not Martell, Tyrell. So yeah, he could easily get wiped out. Right, well, that's a quick overview of the Starks, and there will be a Stark campaign at some point, so hopefully you'll be watching that.